Members of Netflix's 10 have been patiently waiting for the release of the third season of the show that swept us all up, but the patience seems to be dwindling as the show is taking forever to come out. The only thing Bridgerton fans want to know is what'll happen in the new season. You came to the right spot. We'll try hard not to drop too many spoilers from the book, so gentle viewers, join us as we explore the world of Bridgerton. When are we getting the third season? Remember how things ended up between Eloise and Penelope in season 2? Eloise finally figures out that Penelope is behind all of that news in the gossip column about her family's scandals. The two friends seem to have drifted apart at the end of the season, and we really can't blame either of them if we look at the situation from each character's perspective. Penelope wanted to save her friend even if it meant temporarily soiling her name. At least she'll get spared from the wrath of the queen. Eloise, on the other hand, was being Eloise. She was more concerned about her own personal pursuits and didn't pause to evaluate things from Penelope's perspective, and just interrupted Pen's actions as a betrayal of their friendship. Then we have another duo, Eloise and Theo. Things aren't looking too good for them either. That relationship is something new to the fans of the book. We don't really expect their relationship to last that long. How about Penelope's dreams of getting with Colin? Yeah, those were pretty much smashed too. Okay, so Anthony and Kate may have had a bit of a rocky start, but they ended up getting hitched and living happily ever after. I mean, they had their fair share of arguments and stuff, but in the end, they made it work. And honestly, who doesn't love a good love story with a happy ending? So it looks like Penelope and Colin's romance is gonna keep on blossoming in season 3. We'll be getting into that in a little bit, but as for right now, we still don't know when season 3 is coming out. Netflix is keeping us in the dark on that one. All we know is that there have been about 2 years between each season so far. The first one came out on December 25th, 2020, and the second one on March 25th, 2022. Hence, it's pretty unclear as to when the next one will drop. The wait is killing a lot of fans, no doubt. Filming and production are still very much active, and we're hoping it'll premiere in 2023. Fingers crossed. So, which cast members will be returning to the upcoming season? It's kind of a given that Nicola Coughlan is returning as Penelope Featherington, and so are Colin and Eloise. All of the other Bridgerton fam will be back too. However, the role of Francesca has been recast because Ruby Stokes is now starring in Lockwood & Co. on Netflix. Hence, Hannah Dodd will now play the Bridgerton sister. This is pretty understandable because all the older Bridgerton siblings have been given some sort of character building over the course of the last 2 seasons, except for Francesca. She was pretty much absent when Daphne got married to the Duke, and we didn't see much of her either in Anthony's battle to win over Kate. However, now that she's been recast, we expect to see more of her in season 3. So, we know that a large part of the old cast will be returning for the third season. And how about new cast members? What new characters will be joining the 10 in the new season? Well, there are 3 new guys joining the cast of season 2: Daniel Francis, Sam Phillips, and James. And they'll be playing Marcus Anderson, Lord Debling, and Harry Dankworth, respectively. We also got Hannah New, who will be playing Lady Tilly Arnold. She's a young widow who's excited to be in charge of her late husband's estate and all the freedom it gives her, both socially and financially. Unfortunately, Regina Page, who played the irresistible Duke of Hastings in season 1, won't be back for season 3. It looks like he's done with Bridgerton. Although his character will still pretty much be available in subsequent Bridgerton stories, we won't be seeing any more of our charming Duke. What does season 3 have in store for the viewers of the show? If you aren't already excited to watch season 3 of Bridgerton on Netflix, here's another reason to look forward to it. Season 3 will focus on Pen and Colin, and we know that there's a great story in here for Penelope, but you'll also get to see plenty of other fan favorites too. Sounds like it's gonna be a great season. Seasons 1 and 2 stuck to the timeline of the Julia Quinn books, and Netflix has said that they plan to adapt all the books into the show. However, season 3 is going to be a little different. It'll be airing out of order, so book 3, An Offer from a Gentleman, which follows Benedict's search for love, won't be included in season 3. Instead, the story is going to jump to book 4, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton, which follows Penelope and Colin. If you watched the last season, you'd know that it didn't quite live up to the steamy romance romance of Daphne and Duke in season 1, but Nicola has promised that there will be plenty of spicy scenes in season 3 if the show sticks to the books. Really, we can't wait for that. She also mentioned that there's a few scenes in season 3 that are so steamy that she's considering asking for a special PG version for her own family to watch. According to Digital Spy, there's a scene in the carriage where things get very romantic while the characters are arguing. Sounds like it's gonna be a good one, though the prospect of filming those steamy scenes is making her a little nervous. She also thinks it'll be great though. She mentioned that there's a scene that gets very steamy and she's already aware of it because she has advanced knowledge of future events. Seems like she's really looking forward to it. Season 3 of Bridgerton is being brought to us by Shondaland and its new showrunner, Jess. In this season, Penelope Featherington is moving on from the long-standing crush on Colin Bridgerton after hearing his hurtful comments about her in season 2. Well, we pretty much expected that. Colin was taking their friendship for granted, and that was no way to talk about a lady, especially one that's your friend. However, Penelope has decided that it is time for her to get married, and she's looking for a husband who will allow her to live a double life as Lady Whistledown away from her mom and sisters. She's not very confident in herself though, which makes it difficult for her to find a suitable husband in the marriage market. Meanwhile, Colin comes back from his summer travels looking as confident as ever, but he's disappointed to see that Penelope, who has always accepted him just the way he is now ignoring him. Desperate to regain her friendship, Colin offers to help her build up her self-confidence so that she can find a husband this year. As Colin starts to help Penelope build her self-confidence, he begins to wonder if his feelings for her are more than just platonic. It becomes increasingly difficult for Penelope to keep her secret identity as Lady Whistledown a secret as she becomes more well-known in society. To make matters worse, she's also having a rift with Eloise, who has also made a new friend in an unlikely place and is causing even more drama. How about our recent couple, Kate and Anthony? What's going on with their involvement in the story? Well, Simone Ashley, who plays Kate, recently commented that she's already filmed a lot of fun stuff for the upcoming season, including some dance sequences. It makes sense that they've been filming for a while now, and it's unclear when production is gonna wrap up, but it sounds like there's gonna be some epic and dramatic moments in the new season. Ashley mentioned that she and Jonathan Bailey are both happy to have a different vibe and material in this season, because it gave them a chance to really settle into their roles on the show while also working on other projects. Kate and Anthony may not be the main focus of season 3, but they'll still be around. It's encouraging that they've already filmed a lot of season 3, but it's likely that Netflix will make us wait a while before it's released. Remember that Queen Charlotte spin-off is coming out first, and is expected to premiere in the spring. Based on that, it's possible that season 3 could premiere either in the summer or the fall. It's hard to say for sure, but it's possible that we'll find out more about the premiere date around the same time that the Queen Charlotte spin-off is released. What's with the news about a delay in production? Bridgerton fans have been getting anxious about the lack of news about the next season, and it seems that the delay in production is due to Shonda Rhimes wanting to take more time with the script. According to Daily Mail, an inside source said that the delay was inevitable because Rhimes wanted to make some changes to the script. It's disappointing for those who were waiting for the release of season 3, but it's good to know that the show's creator is taking their time to make sure everything is just right. It seems that one of the storylines in the script was deemed too gloomy by the executive producer, and Daily Mail hinted that the storyline in question was related to sex. The inside source said that the plot is being changed to bring back some of the fun from the previous seasons, and that all the changes are being made with fans in mind. The creators want to make sure that the fans will enjoy season 3 as much as they did the first 2 seasons, so they're taking their time to get that story right. While the reasoning behind the delay is understandable, Bridgerton fans aren't happy about having to wait even longer. There was already a long hiatus between season 1 and 2, and many fans were hoping that the wait between seasons wouldn't be as long this time. It's understandable that the creators want to deliver a masterpiece, but it's still frustrating for the fans who are eagerly anticipating the next season. Hopefully, we'll get the new season quite soon. Will season 3 live up to the reputations of season 1 and 2? Well, we might have to wait and find out. Let us know what you think of the prospects of the spin-off as well as the upcoming season in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day.